This is going to be fun.
Of course.
Of course, we always have fun.
That's
Alrighty,
right.
guys. Welcome back to another episode of Count the Bucket. I'm your host, Amber Vickers. I got my co-host with here, Michael. We're going to talk about All-Star snubs, and we're also going to pick All-Star teams. I told you guys on Ladies First, this is what we're going to do tonight. It's going to be fun. It's going to be very, very fun. We're going to do some things for All-Star Weekend as well. Before we get started, we have some plug-ins. Michael, take it away.
Well, alrighty. Thanks again for having me on here. But just to do our little, as Connie always says, pay the bills. Of course, we're so happy. Oh, I'm used to this. I'm sorry. I've got to change this if you don't mind. I have to have that ticker going through there.
Okay,
It
there you
helps me
go.
also see that. But we've got teesprings.com /store/unwrapped. And let me bring this up for us where you can go find out all of our gear. And unfortunately, I have to change my screen so I can actually work through this. Me and Connie, we badmouth that all the time, how we wish we could still see our screen as we go on this. But we got all the great gear here, and you can see the prices on them. Unwrapped Sports, this is our OG logo from back in 2019 when we first started. Perry does a wonderful job with all these designs, and I think his cousin Lucas does a great job too. You can actually catch all of our shirts. We got the hard count and get some gear from there. The Prop Brothers, about said Property Brothers. That's not good. You
Too
tell
much
I've been watching some,
HGTV. Too much
been watching some TV with my wife. Yeah.
HGTV.
We've got the Fights Unwrapped. We also got Generational Sports Z, which is a good show if you ever watch that. And then, of course, the Fourth Man. I love the sweatshirt. And then Garrett, who actually was on our Backstop Banter show 2 nights ago, the People's Show, the XFL, the People's Show there. And then my favorite logo, Ladies First here. Just love it. Think it's so good, of course, with Amber's show there. And then we got the Saturday Standouts. And then we have this sweet shirt that's Backstop Banter, which is also I'm a co-host on Thursdays at 10 p.m. Of course, you can get our mask as well. My mask actually came in, but before I could even show it on our show, my wife took it to school with her so she could wear it. So I'm going to have to actually order me another mask if I actually get to use one. But of course, business casual basketball as well, and then keeping it blunt with all of our top shows that we have here. But it's very simple to go through here. I'll just go ahead and click on one. Let me just scroll up here. All you have to do is click on the one you like, and then you can even change the colors on different shirts here. You can get customize it however you want, do your different sizes. So what's wonderful about that is also, let me see if I can switch through this because I think we'll have to go back to my other screen. I'm getting new with all this here. Let's see if I can work it right because I'm going to share my screen as I go into my next one. Amber put me on the spot like 5 minutes ago. Hey, this. And on my other show, Connie takes care of the ads here. So I'm just
Oh,
like,
my
okay, I
bad.
can
I'm
sit back.
sorry. My
That's
bad.
okay. That's okay. I need to do this. So,
Okay. All
what's
right.
great about our Teespring shirts is also we have our patreon.com/unwrapped sports where you can become a member. As you can see here, $1 you become a fan, $2 you become part of the family. I said $2, $5 you become part of the family, $10 you are a VIP. And we really do appreciate this so much for the fact that every one of us has an everyday job as well. This is something that we do. I say a hobby. I don't like using the word hobby. It's something we love to do, but we spend a lot of time and dedication putting into this. Amber, you can account by that just by the 50,000 shows that you have yourself. So this is a way that our Unwrapped Sports family, our directors have tried to help us earn some money as well. So if you become a member, there's great access that you get from each level here. One, you just get $1, you get the general support. $5, you get 10% off Patreon code for the Unwrapped Teespring shop that I was just showing you the ad there or the website there. And also you get access to our 24/7 Patreon only Discord chat, which has been popping here lately. We've got different things, groups going on from the betting, the NBA, of course, with All-Star coming up. Football never hushes at all in any kind of chats. Baseball's coming up. Tomorrow starts our first game for the season. Technically, it's the preseason, but it's still a season. And then the big one is the $10 per month. You get 20% off with a Patreon code for the Teespring shop. Access, of course, to the 24/7 Discord. But the great thing, you also can interact with us on the Discord. And you see, let me find it down. Oh, it doesn't say anything about the giveaways, but
The
excuse me.
Keenan Allen jersey. The
Yes,
Keenan Allen
we
jersey.
have a Keenan Allen jersey that we are giving
Look
away.
at that, guys.
Okay,
Look
I
at
scary
that.
pull up on my phone too. Perry actually just sent out a tweet earlier today about it. It looks phenomenal. I love it. I'm sorry, Garrett. I just see here. I knew it as soon as I said it. I said the People's Show XFL. I knew he was going to be on here and call me out on it. It's the People's XFL
NFL
show.
show.
I apologize. I apologize. Listen, Amber's going to be nervous. I never do the ad part on it. This is where I'm like on my phone going, I wish Connie hurry up through this. What am I actually going to talk about? So I'm trying to ramble here a little bit. But again, Garrett, thank you so much for coming on Backstop Banter. Totally appreciate it. So those are the two ads that I got. Now I can pass it on over here to Amber.
Why, thank you, Michael. All right, here's the ads I got for you guys. Betting, you want to bet? You like to bet? Check out mybookie.ag. Use the code USN100 to double your first deposit. Looks like I didn't win any money tonight. And that really sucks, but I won some money last night, so I'm okay.
That really sucks.
I'm all right. I'm okay. You win some, you lose some. Corey told me not to think about it too much, so I'm listening to half of the prop brothers. He said, don't think about it. It's all in the game. I said, you know what? I just take my L and move on to the next day. But there's UFC tonight. There's boxing tonight. Isn't Connolly fighting tonight? I think he is.
That would be the least thing I keep up with.
Yes, he is fighting. He's fighting tonight. So Canelo's fighting tonight. I knew that. Gonzaga and Loyola Marymount is the late game on ESPN. So you got some great sports to bet on right now. This is the last game of the night, Dallas and the Nets. I'm not going to win any money in this game, I don't think.
Who'd you bet on? Did you bet on that game, the Dallas and Nets?
Well, I had props. I had some props. Okay. I think James Harden got it, but I don't know if Bruce Brown got his points.
Listen, so. I know we're still paying the bills right now, but I want to take a second, if you don't care. My name is Michael Donald Robert Lawson.
Donald Robert Lawson, I like it.
And I have badmouthed James Harden for the past career. And I want to say, James, thank you for learning how to pass the ball. You are looking like a point guard now. And I appreciate it. Okay. So I can't hate him too much anymore because he's looking like a good point guard. I respect the PG. Love the point guard.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're done bad-mouthing James Harden from now on?
From now on, until he gets traded to another team and he hogs the ball for 90% of the plays.
Okay, you've heard it here first on Count the Bucket. You heard it here first. All right, I have one more thing to promo, of course. We got sore, achy muscles. If you have sore, achy muscles, check out rxhemp.com. We got warm therapy. We got cool therapy. Whatever your body desires. CBD Cream. Use the code RXHemp/USN and get 10% off of your entire order. And it's made with all natural products. Look at this. All natural ingredients. Is that a grapefruit? That's grapes. That's coconut. All this great stuff. Garrett can attest to this because he's used it before. And it cools and calms down your body or warms your body up however you prefer. So check out rxhemp.com. Use the code RXHemp/USN and get 10% off your entire order. Let's hop into the show.
Let's go.
Let's hop. All right, guys. Now we know when the All-Star game happens, when the All-Star reserve, Garrett's putting on something right now. When the All-Star reserves are announced, there are snubs. So we had some snubs. We had some snubs in the All-Star game for the East and the West, of course. So, Michael, tell me who your snubs were. Who you think was snubbed?
Okay. See, here's where it gets hard. And I understand that you're going to have snubs and you've got to draft or pick who they pick. I understand that. Now, what bothers me is it's hard to say this person was snubbed because then you have to take someone out that actually was picked. As I watched, I think it was The Jump. They had Richard Jefferson and Matt Barnes on there. And they're like, okay, who got snubbed? And they're like, okay, if you take a snub and put in here, who are you taking out? And then that's where they're like, okay, well, we don't know who you take out. So how can you really say they got snubbed? But I'll say my dark horse that I'm upset that got snubbed that I'd love to see in was Mike Connolly. He's had a pretty good year this year, and the Jazz are playing great. I think that'd have been a very surprise pick if he would have made it, just because he's getting old, and it's Donovan's team now, even with Gobert on there. But Mike Conley's had a good year where he deserved talk about it. But as far as my big snubs, I'm a big Kentucky fan, as you can see, whichever was. And Bam, I feel like should have been in there. I know the team has been a little down this year, but the reasoning is because of COVID. Jimmy Butler, who is another snub, I think, who actually seen a tweet, I think, and it was on Bleacher Report that they actually asked Jimmy Butler to be a reserve, but he said no if Bam wasn't going. Mm-hmm. So I love that team chemistry that they're sharing there. But I feel like this team is better than what their record's showing right now just because of the COVID. Jimmy Butler, I think, was out like 10 to 15 games or days. I'll say that, not games. But those two are snubs, and I don't want to steal too many because I'm sure probably a couple of these we're going to have together. But I really like DeMar DeRozan this year with the Spurs, what they've been doing there. I feel like he got snubbed too. Now, again, each one of those, who do you replace for that person to go in? I don't know. But those are just three that I've got written down over here.
Okay, now my biggest snub actually got in because Kevin Durant won't be playing. So,
well, Sabonis, of course, yeah, Sabonis and Booker. I wasn't going to say those because they're in, even though
they're in. They're in, even though it's due to injury. Now, right. This is, I think, Booker's second year getting in due to injury because last year I think Dame was injured and Booker replaced Dame. Sabonis should have been in without injury. And if you put Sabonis in, you have to take Ben Simmons out. And I don't think Ben Simmons should have been in. I think it should have been Sabonis, Randall. I had Bam in. It's so hard to pick. Mm-hmm. I didn't have Tatum in my All-Stars. I did not. I know Celtics fans are going to go crazy. I had Jimmy Butler in because Jimmy Butler has a bigger impact on his team, I think, than Jason Tatum does.
We see that in the playoffs.
Yeah, and we're seeing it this season as well. Jimmy Butler does so much for the Miami Heat team. And I actually agree with Charles Barkley on that one. And I did see that same tweet about Jimmy Butler saying if Bam is not in, then I don't want to go. They have a great team chemistry and good bond. You're starting to see the Miami Heat come together. Like they're getting scary. They beat the Utah Jazz last night, the hottest team in basketball, the best team in basketball. And they're starting to get their horses back. They're starting to get their legs underneath them, and they're hitting that stride at the right time. They're getting hot at the right time, and that's very important in the NBA. So I would have liked to seen Jimmy Butler and Bam in, but you can't get everybody in. I probably would have taken Ben Simmons out, even though Ben Simmons has stepped up scoring the basketball more. He scored 20 tonight. When Joel Embiid out, he was scoring, averaging almost 20 a game, probably a little bit over 20 a game with Joel Embiid out when he had that back issue. So he's becoming more aggressive on the offensive end. I understand that. I get that. The West, see, the only snub I saw in the West to me was Devon Booker, and Devon Booker got in. Mike Connolly, yes, he's having a great season, but those guards in the West is so tough. And I said this on my show. To be in the guard in the West to get in, you're probably going to have to average at least 24. Devin Booker averages a little over 24 a game, and he barely got in on a team that's top 4 in the West right now, with Portland losing last night to LA. It's very important that people understand that winning matters when it comes to All-Star voting. Now, Bradley Beal's case is different. Bradley Beal is leading the NBA in scoring. The Wizards weren't playing so well, but they're playing very well right now. They beat the Timberwolves tonight. They're coming together at the right time, I believe, as well. I believe that Russell Westbrook wasn't healthy. I don't think he's completely healthy just yet, but he's playing Russell Westbrook basketball again, and it's great to see. The Wizards are winning. They're putting together games, and they're winning. The reason why Bradley Beal got the most votes out of the guards in the East is because he's leading the NBA in scoring. Their team isn't necessarily weren't winning at the time. They're winning now. But winning does matter to coaches. So when people say, oh, SGA should have got in, I said, okay, who are you putting him in over in the West when he's averaging 22 points a game? You can't put him in. Sorry. Oh, it's okay. You can't put him in over Chris Paul because the impact. Impact matters. It matters. And the Suns are winning. There's no way Chris Paul wasn't going to get into the All-Star game. So you got to just think about it like that. People thought Brandon Ingram got a slight snub, but I don't see that. I like the forwards in the West. Anthony Davis got picked, but we all knew Anthony Davis wasn't going to be able to play an All-Star game. We don't know when Anthony Davis is going to come back. So I don't like that the coaches put Anthony Davis in. I get it for bonuses and money. I get that. I understand it. But if you know this man is not going to play, why vote him in the first place? So
I was looking at some of the votings before we did our show today while I was at work on lunch. That darn cat's about to jump up here again. And even CJ McCollum has got a lot of votes. The dude has been hurt like after week 2. He's on my fantasy team, so he's just been like on the IL like forever, it seems like.
Yeah.
So I don't even know why these players are getting votes. Like right now, if Kobe Bryant was alive and on a roster like not played in 10 years, he would probably have 1 million votes. It doesn't make any sense. And all due respect to everyone that votes, of course, but I feel like a lot of times it's like, hey, it's All-Stars. I need to vote. Oh, I know that name. I know that name. I know that name. And they just vote. Yeah, I mean, even with the coaches, I don't know why you put in Davis there because you're just taking a spot. Does he deserve it when he's playing? Yes, but he's not playing. So you cannot go by what they might be doing. I've always hated that in everything.
Yeah, it's a dicey situation because they get All-Star bonuses, and things like that are in their contract. So their agents probably make sure, and I believe that is Anthony Davis' agent Rich Paul.
I have no idea.
It might be. So they want to make sure that these players are getting paid what they're worth because nobody's getting paid what they're worth, even in NBA. As much revenue they bring in, viewership, NBA Top Shot, whatever that is now, has taken off. So players aren't paid what they're worth. As crazy as that might sound, they did something. I watched something on YouTube talking about Cleveland and the economy after LeBron James left and how the economy just went to crap after he left. So his impact in that community was huge. Of course, he always took a pay cut in Cleveland. He's never been one of the highest paid players in the NBA. I think he is now, but it took a long time for him to reach that plateau because he even took a pay cut in Miami. But I'll say all that to say this. There's a reason why Anthony Davis got voted in. Money plays a factor in that. To have it on his resume, which, his resume is pretty stacked, if you ask me. And it makes sense. It makes sense. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Maybe there's more to it than we know, but hey, it is what it is. But those are my snubs. Those are Michael's snubs. Now, who do you think, before we move on to picking our teams, who do you think could have a chance to get in next year and be a first-time All-Star? Because we have some first-time All-Stars.
We had quite a bit of first-time All-Stars, actually. I'm glad Julius Randle got in. I think this is his first year.
Yep.
Of course, I can't say he's going to be a second year. That's not the conversation. Ja Morant, I think, will be there. I think Trae Young. Trying to think. You asked me a good question. I'm anxious to see. I can't think of his name right now, but went to the Timberwolves. Had the great dunk this week. The rookie.
Oh, Anthony Edwards.
Yes, I think it won't be long till he's there. I don't know about next year. I think maybe 2 more years. So maybe 2023.
Yeah.
But what about you? And of course, one snub that I wrote down that I thought you would say was Chris Middleton.
I have mixed feelings about Chris Middleton. I really do.
He gets no love. I almost think he gets worse love than Booker does.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you why I think it is. Because Giannis, people don't believe that he can be a number 2 to lead a team to a championship. Right. Because Giannis needs a number 2. So when you look at Chris Middleton and you say, is he a legit number 2? A lot of people will say no because of what they've done in the playoffs. If you're a legit number 2, you don't have those exits.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We like guest appearances. Yes. You don't have those. You don't have those exits in the playoffs the way that you do. If you're a legit number 2, you step up and you're a legit number 2. That's why he doesn't get the respect that a lot of people don't give him, I guess you could say, because he's not, in my eyes, he's not a legit number 2. He's probably a number 3. The Bucks don't have a number 2, and that's why they don't go far in the playoffs.
Right.
Now, the reason why Miami is the way they are is because I think Miami has better pieces. Their pieces fit better together than the Bucks pieces fit better together. So if you don't have a legit number two, which you have Bam and Jimmy as your number one, number two, however you want to slice it, Tyler Hero would step up. Duncan
Right.
Robinson would step up. Dragic would step up. Kendrick Nunn, when healthy, would step up. So Miami had all those pieces that fit together. But in order to win a championship, you have to have a legit number two. And Chris Middleton is not that. That's why a lot of people don't respect him. Yes, he's a 50, 40, 90 guy, but is he a number two? In my opinion, no. I don't think so. So that's probably why.
Yeah, you're trying your best to get on here.
That's my rant about Chris Middleton. So.
Okay, and I agree with you. It is fair, but I mean, even like the shot percentage that he's had in the past couple of years, and he is still in my mind now. Just come on, wherever you're going.
Oh, Cat wants attention tonight.
He does. And honestly, every show I always take him out of the room, but he was in sleep in the window up here. And so, well, he's not going to wake up. He'll just be there. And he's like, oh, something's going on. Daddy's talking. Hello. But, yeah, I like Chris Middleton. And even in our NBA chat that we have, whatever, we always talk about, it always seems like Chris Middleton gets bad mouth in some way.
Yeah,
and I guess that's why I kind of think, man, he's still getting snubbed because he's not getting no love on this. What's up, Caleb?
What's
Welcome to the show.
Caleb, I'm licking my wounds too. OU lost to OSU in Bedlam, but we get them again on Monday. And I know you're licking your wounds because Florida State took an L to North Carolina. So we're in the same boat, Caleb. We're in the same boat. Michael's licking his wounds because Kentucky lost to Florida.
Yes.
So all three of us are licking our wounds because our teams lost today. But Caleb, Florida State's still best team in the ACC. I said it on Ladies First. So shout out to Leonard Hamilton. Shout out to the Seminoles. Gotta get that revenge. We needed this wake up. Hey, let's go. Yes. Yeah. I mean, it happens, Caleb. It happens. We're going to take this L on the chin. We're going to keep on pushing. But yeah, he doesn't get the respect. I respect Chris Middleton. I just don't think he's a solid number two. He's a 50, 40, 90 guy. But can he be your number two in a championship, on a championship team? No, he cannot. And we talked about it in the chat. Corey said it in the chat. Chris Middleton's not a top 30 player. I don't think he is either. But he's solid. He's solid. Some nights he's solid, some nights he's not. But any other snubs you can think of, Michael? Maybe?
I mean, and again, I like that you said Ben Simmons would have came out of your East. I appreciate that because that's being truthful there.
Yeah.
Vucevic, I was kind of iffy about him as far as someone replacing him, especially with Orlando. I mean, but of course they had an injury beginning of the year. They've kind of struggled off and on, but they're looking decent. I mean, they're looking good. So I would have probably had Vucevic out. Ben Simmons is a bigger name for that reason, but I still think those two would have been the iffies to come out. And then I'd love to see Bam and Butler in. Yeah. But that's because I'm a Heat fan.
There are more snubs in the East and the West. Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
People probably like Vucevic. Who?
Yeah.
He's putting up almost 30 a night, and people don't know. People don't know it. He put up 34 tonight, I think. 34, 35 tonight. Let's see what he put up tonight. I mean, he puts up the numbers. They just don't win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They just aren't winning games. Vucevic had 34, 8, and 4. I mean, he puts up numbers. He absolutely puts up the numbers, but nobody watches the Orlando Magic and they don't win. So people are like, how did he get in? The numbers. He has the numbers. That's why he got in. Yeah, they are a small market, Caleb.
That's
OKC is a small market too. So
yeah, and I was actually kind of surprised that Chris Paul got in over Devon Booker, just a tad bit.
I was too, just a tad bit, but I think his impact on the Phoenix Suns and what the coaches in the media were saying, and it's dicey. But I thought Chris Paul would get in. I thought he would get in, but I thought Booker would get in too. So
yes, I thought both of them would get in. If anything, Booker first and then Chris Paul. Because I mean, let's be honest, that's Booker's team. Chris Paul just now joined the team.
Yeah,
but Chris Paul is a veteran name, and he's so good. Let's just be honest. He has the Suns where they are because they have Chris Paul. Now, I actually seen somebody talk about Chris Paul and why he was over Booker is because they are actually saying that Chris Paul is the reason they're in the position that they are this year because Booker only took them so far last year. And if it wasn't for the bubble, then the Suns would have been their usual self, basically. So, I totally agree with Caleb here. I mean, look how well Houston looked when he was there. That was the year that they should have won it if Chris Paul didn't get hurt with that hamstring and he was out, and then they died after that. Nick, I agree with you here. I mean, can you really name 30 better players than him?
We're gonna do a show. We should do a show
dedicated to Chris Middleton's love.
Yeah, we should do a show. Can we name a player, pick a number, and say the Middleton show? Name a player, pick a number, and say, okay, can you name that many players better than that player? That would be very interesting. Now, Nick, I will say this.
I'll start with LeBron James, Michael Jordan, done.
Nick, I will say this. It's fine. I agree with you. I will say this, Nick. It would be hard to name 30 players better than Middleton, but he's not. You could probably, when healthy, I could probably name 30 players better than Middleton. When everybody's healthy.
And here's the thing too, when you look at who's tough. Better than who on that, because personally, before this year, James Harden, top 5 player. And that's what everyone says. Let's just be honest. I mean, top 10, we'll say, just to be on the safe side, be lenient there. Mm-hmm. I would never, ever have drafted James Harden on my team, just because 90% of the time he's dribbling the ball, going between his legs 50 times, and he's like, okay, shot clock's at 10, so I'm going to do my traveling over here to the right and shoot a 3. I would never pick him on my team, but he scores and he gets assists. I mean, he does everything for the team. Like, he looks good on offense, but I wouldn't pick him. So to say someone's better than him, but also fit for a basketball team, to me is very different. I always think back of The Miracle. I don't know if you ever watched that movie with the hockey team, the USA hockey team that won. They had their team already together, and then this great star was like, hey, I want to play, and they had him try out, and he scored a hat trick on them. And then the coach is getting on the bus and like, all right, we're going to have it come on. And the players are all upset because they were thinking it was going to ruin their time, their playing time, and hurt their chemistry and everything. And coach said, is this seriously what y'all want? And it's like, yeah, he's going to be a hindrance to us, really, because we're all going to try to be questioning their time. We're all going to be questioning who's sitting, who's going to be bonding with this guy. And he said, okay, so we won't have him. So, to say numbers matter or ranking matters, to me, yes, but also at the same time, I mean, I even think of Russell Wilson, he hurts teams. Many leagues I've played in, there's this one guy that always would play. He's probably the best one-on-one player on the team, but you put him on a team and he doesn't do anything. His team never wins because he can't play team ball. So that's my only iffy thing on there.
Yeah, and when you're naming your top, let's say 30 players, what are you looking for in a player?
Right.
What are you looking for as far as, is Tobias Harris better than Chris Middleton? What are you looking for in a player to be in the top 30? Because your top 10 or 15 are going to be your number 1 guys, right? Mm-hmm. I'm assuming. So your next 16 to 30 are going to be your number 2s, in my opinion. In Golden State's case, when they had Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Steph, all those players were top 30. Now, whoever your number 2 was at night, or number 1 was at night, or number 3 was at night, I mean, that's very rare. Like right now with the Brooklyn Nets, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden are all top 15 players. But they could be number 1 some nights, they could be number 2 some nights, number 3 some nights. It doesn't matter. That's very hard to find. Right now, Anthony Davis and LeBron James are top 10 players. So, there's your top 2. Is Tobias Harris better than Chris Middleton? They're both 50, 40, 90 guys this year. I can say that. Tobias is out with the right knee contusion. That's a tough one. I probably would go with. I'll probably go Middleton on defense. I would definitely go Middleton on defense. They're both kind of inconsistent offensively, though, Nick. Both of those guys are kind of inconsistent on the offensive end. What do you think, Michael? Because some nights Tobias shows up and some nights he doesn't. Some nights
Right.
Middleton shows up and sometimes he doesn't. But Middleton does give me that effort on defense. And I like that from Chris Middleton.
I'll say this: living in Kentucky, we don't get a lot of these different games unless you get the NBA pass and all that stuff.
Mhm.
I would say I would probably lean more to Harris because I know more of him being with the Sixers. Those are more televised games, even though Milwaukee Bucks are our number one team the past 2 or 3 years. We probably in this area don't get to see the team too much. Now, of course, with my Fire Stick that I have
It
jailbroke,
works wonders.
I can watch some games. But so I would say, and it's probably just kind of more publicity that I've heard even through ESPN and different things like that. That Tobias Harris, you hear the name more, and I think he even played at Tennessee, so I know him a little more too.
Mhm.
But I would probably lean to Tobias Harris, and I can base that on absolutely nothing.
Nick, this is what I'll say. I'll probably lean more towards Middleton because of his defense. I like Chris Middleton's defense. Neither one of those guys are a number two. Tobias is not a number two, and Middleton isn't either. 76ers number two is Ben Simmons because his impact offensively, what he does offensively, he shares the ball, he rebounds, he's being more aggressive on offense. Doc Rivers has unlocked that in him. Now, Tobias has been playing very well here of late, but if I had to choose between Tobias and Chris Middleton, I'm going to take Chris Middleton, but neither one of those guys are a number two. Neither one of those guys can be a number two on a championship team, in my opinion. Neither one. Number three, yes. Number two, no. That's just my opinion. Now, Nick, who do you think is better out of Tobias Harris and Chris Middleton? I want to know what you think. And also, guys, put that in the comments who you think is better, Tobias Harris or Chris Middleton. I'll take Middleton.
Sorry, that's my comment. People on my Facebook are actually commenting on here.
Okay.
Caleb, one of my buddies, he said Bill hasn't even or had a team assembled around him, put him on a team like Philly, and they would be rocking. And I agree with that. And it's, even where we were talking about Vucevic, could you imagine if Vucevic was on a Milwaukee team? Like, would we even say Middleton in that situation? Because Vucevic, like you said, is putting up points.
He's putting up the numbers. Yeah, he is.
On a crappy team.
Yeah.
So sometimes I do think the teams play in a big factor on that. Sorry, another one put on there. Are you on Twitter? Let's see here.
I'll go Middleton. Yeah, I have to go Middleton. Neither's number two, but I'll go Middleton. And it's tough, Michael, when you have these small market teams that aren't playing very well, like Caleb said before, because OKC's a small market team, Portland's a small market team, Orlando's a small market team, Charlotte, they're a small market team. All these small market teams, Charlotte got LaMelo Ball. So that's their boom, their splash. New Orleans had Anthony Davis, boom. Now they have Zion, boom, their splash. Portland has Dame, boom, their splash. OKC just got lucky in the draft and got Kevin Durant, Serge Ibaka. You know what I mean? We had Paul George here. We had Chris Paul here. Now we have SGA. We're trying to build around SGA. Orlando hasn't really made a splash in the draft since Shaq. Shaq and Penny, whatever, together in the 90s. Unfortunate that Penny could not stay healthy. But Orlando.
Gordon.
Yeah.
That would be the biggest name there is Gordon, Alex Gordon.
Yeah. And Gordon, to me, they're talking about him in trade talks. He's not that splashed in Orlando. Like, they don't have a splash player in Orlando. They drafted Cole Anthony. I like Cole Anthony a lot. I think he's injured right now. But those small market teams need a splash. Milwaukee re-signed Giannis. Splash. Indiana is not very splashy, but you got Sabonis, you got TJ Warren. They play very good basketball together. Did they beat the Knicks tonight? Let me see if they beat the Knicks tonight. Let me check the score, guys. Hold on. No, the Knicks won by 3. So the Knicks won by 3 tonight against Indiana. Indiana is still a playoff team. When you're a small market team, you need that splash. You need that splash, and you're not going to get very much TV time unless you're the Pelicans. They get a lot of TV time, but because of Zion. And even Portland gets some TV time because of Dame. Portland's an exciting team to watch. The Pelicans are okay. They lost to San Antonio tonight. San Antonio's a small market team, but they win championships.
Yeah.
So that's just what it is. Hey, Matt, how are you doing? So
And we'll say this real quick while Matt's on here as he says, "What's up, guys? What's up to you, Cheese, as well? Thank you for being on the YouTube and guys looking
Yes.
at our
Thank
Twitter
you,
and
Spicy
Facebook.
Queso.
Yes, I see case. You'll never forget that one.
Yeah.
But also, what I'm saying is Periscope, we know, is all going to be collapsing, going away in March. So we are really trying to up our numbers on YouTube, even Twitch. I think we have this going on Twitch as well. Of course, we know that's more for gamers. But guys, please go to our YouTube page. It's the Unwrapped Sports Network. Like that, subscribe it, turn on the little bell sign so you get the notifications. Help us get that going. Let's see here. How we doing today? Well, I'm picking Tobias Harris over Middleton, and nobody's agreeing with me. And I said flat out that I have no reason why I'm picking him, just other than I've seen him play more.
It's
That's
okay,
really
Michael.
it. So
It's all love. It's all
at
love.
least I'm honest. I can't be like, Tobias Harris. He played for Tennessee and led them to 20 some wins, and then he averages it. I know Tobias Harris, so I'm gonna have to go him.
It's all good. It's all good.
Because it hurt me when the Bucks let Eric Bledsoe go. It hurt me. So I can't say
Really?
yes. I'm a Kentucky fan.
I know. I know. I'm sorry.
Who do we think? Let's see here. Who is on that roster as well? They got a point guard that Drew Holiday. Don't they have Drew Holiday?
Yes. He's been hurt.
See, I feel like that is going to be their number two once he can actually be healthy.
He's not a number two either. But he's not a number two scoring wise. Defensively, he's their best defensive player.
I mean, Drew Holiday played very well in the Pelicans a couple years ago.
He did, but a number two, when I'm thinking number two, I'm thinking 24, 25 a game. Drew Holiday cannot give you that consistently.
Well, in this era, I guess.
He's not a number two. And if that's your number, that's why people don't trust the Bucks. Drew is back now. Okay, I knew he was injured, but I didn't know if he was back yet or not.
See,
that's why people
we've got to remember
solid third option.
Small market teams can't have a top 10 player at their number two like the Lakers.
They can have a top 30 player at their number two, right?
Well, I mean, 30 is decent, isn't it? I mean, how many teams are in the NBA? There's 30 teams, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, number ones should be the top 30 in a realistic world there, right?
Yeah, but there's some number twos in the top 30 too.
I agree. Like we said, Lakers, the Nets, everything Golden State. So, yeah. I mean, if we're saying that Chris Middleton is at least top 30, then on another team, he could possibly be the number one option.
On a championship team?
Well, now, I mean, we can't have a championship team out of 30 every time, but let's be honest. Yes, they could upgrade him, but being a Milwaukee Buck, it's going to be kind of hard to upgrade.
Yeah, that's why Rudy Gobert got the money that he got.
Yes.
So,
do you think Rudy Gobert is the number two? I already read it in your eyebrows there, because I mean, but look at the money you got.
He's their anchor of their defense, but offensively, heck no.
You have said defensively way too much when we're talking about the NBA.
Well, he's a defensive guy. I mean, he is vulnerable on defense. He can't guard 1 through 5 like Anthony Davis or Ben Simmons. Mm-hmm. But I mean, he protects the paint very well. But if you put him on an island, it's barbecue chicken.
Oh yeah, I don't know what that means, but yeah. But so I mean, you got to think some of these teams, their number twos. I think maybe we may ask too much of them because their number one is pretty good for the Bucks.
Yeah, number one is pretty good, but if you need a solid number two to win a championship, that's just what it. The Bucks have championship aspirations, correct? That's why Giannis resigned, right?
Yeah, right. And really, you got to have a strong number three to win a championship. Like, I mean, we're talking on the number two, but name a team that's only had two. I mean, you can say the Lakers last year, but it was really three guys playing that number three role that was decent. I mean, you had Danny Green if he did.
Rondo had a game. KCP would have a game. They had different guys step up for the Lakers last year.
So, I mean, just because the two, I really think you need a three. And hopefully, Drew comes solid now. And Chris Middleton, I'm about to say Chris Paul. That's why I hesitated there. Chris Middleton can have some more relax on that and even step up even more with that. So, because Drew Holiday is pretty good on offense. He can create a shot at least. And that helps out a lot. Like, I think Drew Holiday will be more valuable in tournament time and playoff time than he will be in the season. Because right now, we all know the way the Bucks do it: steal the ball or throw it inbounds to Giannis. Giannis 50 feet away, just take off straight down there and dunk it, spin it, and still jump 10 feet up.
Guys like Anthony Davis and Paul George hold second. Yeah, they do. They do. They do, and that's a number 2 though. Paul George, Anthony Davis is number 2. Actually,
oh yeah.
You could put Anthony Davis as a number 1 if you wanted to, but because him and LeBron are interchangeable.
It's a 1A, 1B. I would say actually Anthony Davis is the one. But...
Yeah. Just like on the Nets, they got a 1A, 1B, and 1C.
Yes.
I mean, it could be anybody on any given night. And that number 2 standard is pretty high. It is pretty high, and it's hard to do. It is very difficult to be a number 2 on a championship roster. Barbecue chicken for you. Yeah, it means very easy. Thank you, Matt.
I'm not a barbecue guy. If you said buffalo chicken, I'd be in. But barbecue,
that's what Shaq says. Shaq says barbecue chicken. So that's what
you can't mimic that voice, barbecue chicken. He's got that voice.
He got that voice, man. All right, guys, this is the fun part of the show.
This ain't been fun already.
This has been fun. It's been great. We've talked about snubs. We've talked about number 2s, number 3s. We talked about Chris Middleton. We've talked about a lot here today. We have. This might be the highest. It might be a number 1 on the Lakers, especially.
No, actually, I just said that. I think actually he is the one.
He's the one, yeah. And I think LeBron wants that.
I do too.
That for Anthony Davis.
I think that'll actually extend LeBron's career, letting him be the one.
We appreciate the Unwrapped Sports Network says keep killing it. What did you say, Michael?
I said I think that actually will extend LeBron James' career, is letting Anthony Davis be the one.
Yeah. And if you re-sign Schroeder, which I think they should, because Schroeder can create his own shot as well, that will also help extend LeBron's career.
And that's another player. Who knew him before he went to the Lakers? I mean, we all know that
the Hawks.
Right. I mean, we knew of him, but as soon as he made the Lakers team, everybody is like, "Oh, this guy's great."
He was great in OKC. So I mean, hey.
Well,
should have won 6 man of the year in my opinion.
Right. But it's those small market teams that you hear of players, but you're like, okay, like Anthony Davis, he dominated as a Pelican year in, year out, but he never once was really much of a talk of the MVP candidate whatsoever. He's having a bad year this year, and they're at least mentioning. Like, it makes no sense. Like for years, and I'm like not even lying on this, I have tried to bat for him so much. Like Anthony Davis should have been MVP 2013 when he got drafted, because you take that player off of the Pelicans, they're garbage. But he actually led them into the playoffs a few years. And I'm like, why isn't this guy getting any talk? And then he goes to LA. He's like, oh, he's the greatest ever, MVP. Let's talk to him now. It makes no sense to me.
New Orleans, Los Angeles. That's just
exactly.
I mean, that's what it is. It is what it is. Now, Michael is going to pick what's the name of your team, Michael? You could pick the name of your team.
Oh, snap. I could pick the name of my team?
Yes.
Oh, man, you put me on the spot now. I don't know. You go first. Have you named your team?
Yeah, my team is Team LeBron.
Oh, which is like cool. With this cool name, I was like,
we were talking about earlier.
I was like smoking threes. I don't know. Let's try to come up with something cool here. Shoot.
I'm sorry, Michael, but my team is Team LeBron. And
okay, I will stick with Team KD since we just found out that he actually is still going to draft his team.
Yes, and we're not talking about Cash Doll, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about.
I'm glad you said that. I see that. I was like, whoa.
I was like, whoa, what? Somebody referred to her as KD. Oh my goodness.
Durant.
You know what? Social media is a powerful drug. The Unwrapped Sports Network says smoking threes.
That's Perry because he's keeping it blunt over there. He's like, oh man, can't wait.
Can't wait to hear about the smoking threes. All right. Mm-hmm. I'm going to share my screen. So, of course, Team LeBron picks first. Team LeBron, we pick first. And let's see if I can share this. Boom. All right. Now, here are the starters. They are different, guys. They are different. We got Giannis, Bradley Beal, Steph Curry, Luka, Kevin Durant, which is now Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid, Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, Nikola Jokic, and Kawhi Leonard. So I get first pick. So with the first pick in the 2021 All-Star Draft, LeBron James is going to select Steph Curry.
Oh, was that a drum roll?
Yep.
All right.
So Steph Curry is now off the board. Michael, well, Kevin Durant, you are now on the clock.
I'm trying to keep up so I don't sound stupid and pick one that you already picked here.
Okay, I gotta write him down too. I'm gonna put my notes on my phone so I can know who I picked. Okay, notes. Okay, continue. No notes.
KD will be, of course, selecting Giannis.
Okay. So Giannis and Steph are off the board, correct?
Yes, ma'am, LeBron. You notice my name here, that smoking threes. You can't see it now, but
Steph Curry, and then Michael took Giannis, correct?
yes.
I'm not gonna spell his last name. I'm just gonna...
I don't even try. He's just Giannis.
Okay. With my second pick, LeBron is going to take. I want some size. I'm going to take Joel Embiid.
Okay. You know, you got to be smart with LeBron's picks because he actually makes his picks on people that he wants to play with him next year or so on.
Yep. Yep, you already
But
know.
it's not tampering. It's not tampering there.
No tampering going on, LeBron.
No. So KD has Giannis and Joel has already come off. He tries to think really hard here. He needs someone who can handle the ball, bring it up the court, pass it to him so he can dunk. So, of course, KD's not playing, but we are going to go with Luka Doncic.
Okay, Luka. All right. LeBron now has shooting. He has a big man. That's the lead MVP candidate. Now we need some defense on the wing. LeBron's going to go quiet.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Lord, I've already lost this game.
It's all good.
Let's see here. So how many picks you got? I didn't write that one down.
I got Steph, Joel Embiid, and Kawhi Leonard so far.
And just so you guys know, obviously, we have to pick the starters first. And since KD is not playing, Amber got first pick, so I will be taking the last two starters. So I'm also going to try to plan that out as well. Who will you take next? I'm trying to be smart here. Because I have a feeling I know who I'm going to get with the last pick no matter what.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead. Since you've got the size, I need the range. And this guy has been doing it for years by himself. Give me Bradley Beal.
Okay.
Because I do not like Kyrie Irving.
Oh, wow.
He thinks the earth is flat. Sorry. Go ahead. Your pick now.
All right. So I've got shooting. I've got size on the block. I've got a defensive person. I want somebody to get down and get busy. Give me Kyrie Irving, and the world is flat.
All right, so you took Kyrie. So that leaves me with the Joker, which I'm totally happy with. I think he's the MVP leader right now. And who's the last one that we didn't pick here? Oh, Tatum. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm happy with that too.
So our starters look like this, guys. I have Steph, Joel Embiid, Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, and LeBron James.
And I have Giannis, Luka, Bradley Beal, the Joker, and Tatum. I think my team wins. So how close do you really think that will actually be the way they draft?
Yikes! I don't know. I don't know, but I do know that LeBron's probably going to pick Steph Curry with his first pick.
Oh yeah.
Probably, more than likely. More than likely. But you never know. You never know.
Oh no,
I,
you know that's the first pick.
you never know if we're close. I hope we're close. I really
I hope
do.
we.
I don't see LeBron picking Kyrie Irving, but he could surprise us. You never know about that either.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
He could surprise us, though. You never know. Bygones be bygones. Just let it go. All right, guys, we have our starting lineups. Now for our reserves. You know what, Michael? I am so nice. Mr. Kevin Durant, KD, aka Cash Dog, aka Kevin Durant. I am going to let you pick the first reserve.
Oh, do you think it would go that way though?
I'm not sure, but I'm being generous here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm looking through here, and I'm trying to actually think of my team as well instead of just picking the best players. I mean, I've got Giannis, Luca, Bill, Joker, and Tatum. I'm a little small. Obviously, I'm not taking Rudy Gobert. Anthony Davis ain't even playing. Tatum's already on my team, even though he's on the reserves on this list. Things change so quickly. Go ahead and give me Paul George.
Okay. You got Paul George. All right.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you let me write that down, Paul. Put that in my notes. Paul G.
And I love referring to LeBron's team as yes, ma'am, right now. It is making my day.
So you took Paul George. So my starters, I got Curry, Joel, Kyrie, and Kawhi.
I guess I can move my list over here so we.
I want a point guard that can get buckets. Give me Dame Lillard.
Not bad. It's weird to think that 11 people has been picked before Dame gets picked, but all right, on to me. You know what? I'm gonna step out and really show the love that I have for him now, since it's his time, and I've already took like 10 minutes earlier in the show to say that I am sorry. James Harden, come on over here, join my team. You just throw them lobs, and when it's late in the shot clock, just throw it up, and it's gonna go in somehow. So come on over, James.
All right. So with my second pick in the second round, guess we can call this the second round. I'm gonna get some length. I need some length on defense. I need some stops on defense. Give me Ben Simmons.
Yeah, on that team, he doesn't need to shoot, so it's okay.
Mm-hmm. He can pass and rebound. I'm okay
Since we
with that.
got size, it's back to me. I'm trying to put a team together that's going to be some highlight reels and be entertaining as well. And we're going to try to tear the realm off anyway. So go ahead,
Oh
Zon.
my
Come on over here, man.
God. Oh, that's funny. All right, with this second unit, I got a point guard that can score. He can play off ball. I got a point guard that would get the ball to him. So now I need some shooting. Now I need some shooting. Um, but I need a guard with some size as well. So give me Jaylen Brown.
Oh, well, he's the first one on the list. I was like, where's Jaylen Brown on here? Sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder. Apparently, we have a storm going through right now, just lightning. And I was like, oh, what's going on here? Okay, back to me. Looking at this list, I've got Luca running my point. I got Bill as well as my shooting guard on there. I got Harden as a reserve. It's kind of hard to have this team that can jump out of a gym really and not have someone that can throw the perfect pass to them and score
All right,
at the
what you
free
gonna
throw
say?
line. So just go ahead and come on over here, Mr. Suns, Mr. Thunder, Mr. whatever team you want to play for. Chris Paul, come on home.
CP3. Got it.
Wouldn't it be nice if we could actually like have this team? Like this is my team.
This is my team. Yeah. Yeah. But with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that and leave it alone.
Yeah. There's not enough ball to have a season with this team.
I know. And I'm going to take this guy because I really like him. I really
Don't you do it.
do.
Don't you do it.
And he's a first time All Star. I'm going to take another first time All Star. I'm
Dang
going
it.
to take Julius Randle.
No. I do not accept that pick.
Listen here. Listen here, Mr. Stern. God rest his soul. You can't block this pick. You
I
can't do
got Chris Paul. I can too.
that. You can't do that.
Let's see here. Looking through here, I'm going to call them off because I'm not for sure. We got Gobert, Levine, Mitchell,
Mhm.
and Vucevic left, right?
Mhm.
I will go ahead and take Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
Now, Count the Bucket is going to tweet our picks, right?
Yeah, we're going to tweet our picks.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to tweet them. All right. Now, I've got Dame. I've got Ben. I've got Jaylen. I've got Julius Randle.
And now you have Levine.
Now I have Rudy Gobert.
Oh, okay. Do I want to go Levine and stay small, or do I want to take Vucevic here? I actually like Vucevic. He's got range as well. He's a four that can shoot from deep already. Looking at my lineup, I've got Giannis, who's not a big deep ball threat. Joker, better deep ball threat than Giannis. Zion, who doesn't shoot very well from deep. So I'm actually going to go ahead and go with Vucevic here.
Okay.
I'm writing his name down here, and I'm like, how many extra squigglies do you have to put on his name?
And of
Line
course,
over the C. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
At least Team LeBron was Zach LaVine, who's actually pretty hot right now.
Yeah.
And he's a first-time All-Star. So let's name our teams. I've got as starters, we got LeBron, of course. We got Steph, Joel Embiid, Kawhi Leonard, and Kyrie Irving. And Kevin Durant has
Giannis, Luka, Bradley Beal, the Joker, and Tatum.
All right. As reserves, who does Kevin Durant have?
The Smoking Threes have Paul George, James Harden, Zion, Chris Paul, Donovan Mitchell, and Vucevic.
All right. So the Smoking Threes have. The Ma'am LeBrons have.
Ma'am LeBrons.
The Ma'am LeBrons have Damian Lillard, Ben Simmons, Jaylen Brown, Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, and Zach LaVine.
Now let's talk about our teams. What do you like about your team? What's your strength? What's your weakness here?
What's my strength and what's my weakness?
Yes.
I've got shooting with Steph and Dame. I've got defense with Kawhi and Joel. I've got a showtimer in Kyrie Irving. I got defense with Ben Simmons, Jaylen Brown, Julius Randle, first-time All-Star. I love him. Rudy Gobert on defense. We're not relying on him for offense. We're just relying on him for defense. And Zach LaVine. Now, my weakness probably, let me see.
It's weird that we're talking about all-stars and weaknesses.
Yeah. Because that first lineup that's nice.
That's nice.
But Steph is small. And Kyrie is small. Steph and Kyrie are both small in my starting lineup, but I make up with that with LeBron, Joel Embiid, and Kawhi Leonard. But Steph and Kyrie are small. They're smaller guards. So I got three small guards. I got Dame, Kyrie, and Steph, all little small guards. So that probably my weakness, but they are all-star caliber players, baby. They are prime time.
Well, they're in the all-star game, so yes, they're all-star caliber. Gosh.
But I mean by putting on a show. That's what I mean
I
by
know, I know.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I definitely think Kyrie's going to have someone crossed up and they fall. But I actually would say, looking at my team, I mean, I've got Bill who can shoot from deep. Luka shoots from deep. Paul George, Harden, Chris Paul, Mitchell, even Vucevic. I mean, I'm a smoking 3 team right now with sides. So I would say the hardest thing or my weakness is probably going to be on defense because I have James Harden that alone.
Oh, come on, give James some credit.
Oh, I'm sorry, James Harden. You did do the smack away without even looking on that play. So, but I mean, really, I like my team. Do you think I have a weakness? What do you think I've got? Because I mean, looking at my lineup, I'd have Luka at 1, Bill at 2, Jason Tatum at 3, Giannis at the 4, Joker at 5. I mean, that's a pretty good little team,
That's
obviously.
pretty good. I would love to see Joel Embiid and a Joker go at it. That's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be fun. LeBron and Giannis are going to go at it probably.
mm-hmm.
Tatum and Kawhi go at it. That'll be fun.
I'd say Bill and
Kyrie
and Luka and Steph.
Luka and Steph. So you have the size.
I've got the size.
With Bill and Luka, you got the size. But you got to chase Steph Curry around. And you got to chase Curry. That is going to be.
Honestly, I could almost see in my matchup just go ahead and put Tatum on Steph, a little bit quicker and size there, and just have Luka on Leonard, a little more physical between the two.
Yeah, you could do that.
I'd actually feel more comfortable with that matchup than having Luka on Steph. I mean, he's going to look like he is chasing cattle.
Yeah, you can tell you're from chasing cattle.
So I mean, yeah. Even my reserves.
Yeah.
I mean, I got. Let's see here. I mean, Chris Paul, Donovan Mitchell, either one of those off the bench run point, even Harden in there as well. Replacing Paul George with Tatum at my 3 or 4, whichever one. Zion coming in there at the 4. I mean, I'm happy with my team. The only thing I would say is I'm hurting a little bit on size down low a little more. Joker's my biggest man. And then I've got Vucevic. I wish I could have got Gobert on that team instead, somewhere in that spot just to kind of man that defense down low. Because you've got Embiid and Gobert, which is great. Of course, Randall's not much of a shot blocker. So and what am I even saying here? This is all stars. We don't care about defense. If they get close to the circle, they're dunking it anyway. So yeah, I'm happy with my team. I'm totally winning. Totally winning. We need to make a bet. We need to keep up with the scores of each player and see what we come out with. Like this is a fantasy team.
Okay, we can do that. We can let's see. Let me look.
I want to take Jimmy Butler on my team.
Whoever you pick, right? So this is our teams. Of course, they're gonna pick different teams. They might not, but this is just who we pick. Whoever scores the most on a team that you pick, what you want to bet? What, $20?
Oh, dang, girl. I've got 3 babies in diapers.
Okay, not $20. Okay. Let's see, what can we bet?
Do you have TikTok?
Ugh, no. Sorry.
Oh, man.
I'm not going to get on social media and embarrass myself. All right, how about this? If I lose, I'll pay you $20.
Nope, this is the bet right here. If I win, you have to buy a Kentucky shirt.
Okay, that's fine.
And if I lose, I've got to get an Oklahoma shirt.
Okay, that's fine. I have to wear them on all my streams for a month.
Oh, dang. I mean, my clothes don't get washed too much by me anyway, so sounds like a plan. Every episode, no matter what we're on, we have to wear it and represent it. We have to say, my team. This is my chicken.
Yeah, okay, we have to do that on all the streams. So on Ladies First, I gotta wear it if I lose. On Count the Bucket, I gotta wear it if we lose. If I lose. In any other streams that I do, it's gonna be a whole bunch of streams that I do.
Yes.
I'm gonna be wearing the same t-shirt if I take an L. But I like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and order that shirt because I wanted to be here on time. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna go to the mall and buy it.
Because you know you're gonna lose.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, hold up. I've got to ask this. Could you actually go to a mall right now and find a Kentucky shirt in Oklahoma?
It depends. I haven't been to a mall in so long. I don't even know what's at the mall.
Oh, yeah. Like, malls around here are actually going under. Like, they're closing out malls. Everything's order on Amazon now.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get me a Kentucky shirt, probably off of Champs or Foot Locker or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Or Nike.com. You know, something simple. You know, so I'm going to buy a Kentucky shirt just in case I take an L.
Because you know you're going to. My team's awesome. We're stacked.
I understand that you're stacked.
Smoking threes.
Whichever player we pick scores the most points?
Yes. Do we just want to leave it at points?
We can leave it at points.
Okay.
We can leave it at points because of course these teams are going to be picked differently, possibly. Right. You know what I mean? So
if they're smart, they're not.
Yeah, because this is what we do.
We're experts.
We're experts because Curry could be on Team Durant. You know what I mean? It just depends, but we're taking points. So I have my team written down in my notes, and I have Michael's team as well.
You can see how old I am. I wrote mine down on paper.
Digital is better, baby.
Showed my age here, I guess.
I mean,
poor Alex. Let me put in my Rolodex.
This should be fun, guys. It should be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun during All-Star Week, like I said.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have some fun activities. I'm going to plan some fun activities for the Unwrapped Sports Network to do. During All-Star Week, we'll probably live stream during the three-point contest, the dunk contest, the fourth quarter of the game. I want to live stream because that's when it gets serious because both teams go to zero.
And that would be good.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That would be good, too, because if we could keep up with their stats or with their scores and be able to be, I'm winning by this much or I'm losing by this, that would be kind of neat.
That would be neat. Now, on our bet, Michael, are we doing, say, for instance, if Steph scores the most points, then I win, right? Or does it?
I thought we was doing it as a whole team.
Oh, okay. So if Team LeBron wins.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay. So Team LeBron, come through for me, LeBron. Pick at least a couple of those starters that I picked. You know you trust me, LeBron. You know you trust me. I think Michael's frozen. Oh, boy. Michael. Guys, I think Michael's frozen. But anyway, that's our bet, guys. If Team Kevin Durant wins, a.k.a. Michael's team, a.k.a. Smoking Threes, if they win, then I have to wear a Kentucky t-shirt on all streams for a month. I'm going to go ahead and order a Kentucky t-shirt now just in case I take an L. If Michael's team loses, if Team LeBron wins, which is my team, then Michael has to wear a University of Oklahoma t-shirt for all of his streams for a month. That is the bet. And hopefully Michael can come back and we can close out the show. We appreciate you guys so much in the comments, of course. We're going to have a great time during All-Star Weekend. Now, I don't think the All-Star Weekend should be played, but since they're going to play it, we're going to talk about it. There's just a lot going on right now in the NBA. The Nets lost to the Mavericks tonight. The Knicks got to win. So the Knicks have now moved into, let's see what place the Knicks are in the East. The Knicks are now 5th in the East behind the Toronto Raptors. The Knicks are 17-17. Shout out to Coach Tom Thibodeau. Michael is back. There he is. Hello, Michael. I was just talking about the Knicks when you went off, but the Knicks are winning games. They're 17-17. They're 5th in the East. But Michael and I have fun with this bet. We're going to have fun. We're going to tweet our picks. So right after I get off of here, I'm going to tweet my picks. Michael's going to tweet his picks. And you guys, let us know how you feel about.
Whoa, got too many things going on. There we go.
Got too many Michaels in the stream. Okay, there we go.
Sorry, too many Mike. You can never have too many Michaels.
Okay, no, but not too many Michaels. Okay, so we're gonna tweet our picks We're going to tweet our picks. And you guys kind of interact with us and tell us, guys, what you think, who you would have picked. That's going to be fun. Michael, any last words for the people?
Just sorry right there. I seen a lightning strike and then it froze out, lost the internet for a second, so I'm back. But guys, follow me on Twitter, MDLawson00. You can follow me on Instagram as well, MDLawson00. You can also follow me on a awesome app that we are representing now. It is Sports Me, and let me see if I can pull up the app and show you what it looks like. It's right here in this corner, right beside my TikTok, because they're pretty much the same. It's basically a TikTok for sports. Again, it's MD Lawson00, but on this we also have, or I have, the USN at the end. If you get on there and you type in USN, you can actually find every one of us that actually has already created an account. Amber, have you created an account yet?
I'm getting ready to. I have
you better.
App downloaded.
Mm-hmm.
See, I have the app downloaded. See right there.
Uh-huh.
I have
okay.
I create everything for it. So I want to get on there. I'm just not a big social media person. Like, I have a Twitter, and the reason why I have a Twitter is because it keeps me updated. If I didn't have to have a Twitter, if I didn't have to have social media, I would not have it, because I'm just this is not my personality. I'm just being honest. It's not.
Well, have you looked at this at all, that app?
Yeah, I've looked at it. I looked at it. People are like, you don't have a Snapchat, a TikTok, or Instagram, or Facebook?
Oh, I don't have Snapchat. That's sinning right there. I don't care what they say.
I was like, no. And the Twitter is the best app because I get all my news on Twitter, all my sports on Twitter. I get everything on Twitter, and I don't have to take a picture. I don't have to be in front of a camera. I'm just typing. So I love Twitter for many different reasons. It's a little bit more sensitive than when it first started, but hey, Twitter is Twitter. But I'm going to get into the Sports Me app. I don't have a choice. Fourth Man Pod. Hey, how you doing?
Welcome.
Anthony, welcome.
I like the Sports Me app just because they have battles, what they call. Like, we can come on here and actually, if we could say this, I think the Kevin Durant All-Star team is going to be so much more better than the LeBron James, and people can actually join in and have a battle, be like, oh no, this stat here, and keep on going with it. So it's an interaction where you can kind of basically give a one-line statement. It's like a 30-second video. It's pretty nice. It's pretty interacting, and I think it's going to be a really nice addition to our Unwrapped Sports, just their social media, if you will, on that as well. But follow me here, as I said, too. Also, I'm a co-host with Backstop Banter, Everything Baseball. We've been going through our 15 weeks of 30 teams. We're like 5 weeks away. Opening day for preseason starts tomorrow. But our show is every Thursday around 10 o'clock. We moved it back because we're about to later. But 10 p.m. on Thursday on all of our social media as well. And, of course, go to Facebook and like our Unwrapped Sports Network page because, again, we talked about how Periscope's going away. We're trying to funnel all of our activities through Facebook and YouTube as well. And I said earlier, Twitch as well. I forgot about the Facebook page. But please go and like those and just follow us everywhere you can. Amber, let's hear your plugs.
Oh, well, you just follow me at simplyme_AV on Twitter, and my plugs are in the bio.
There you go.
See, Michael, I don't do it all. I mean,
how many shows do you really have? Let's just go ahead and name them real quick. We've got time. It's okay.
Ladies First on Thursday, 7 Central. Step Back Sisterhood tomorrow. We're recording tomorrow. We release it on Tuesday.
Okay.
So that's 2. Then I have this show, Count the Bucket. Thunder Coast to Coast. That's it. For now.
For now.
Then I run the NBA department for Unwrapped. That's it. For now.
Are there more in the works?
I mean, I'm trying to get a job. Well, I'm working on getting a job in sports, so there will be more in the works.
Gotcha.
But for now, those are all my plugins, and that's it. I know it seems like a lot, but I usually try to stream a couple of times a week with basketball, and I've been slacking. Sorry, but that will pick back up, guys. That will pick back up. The streams will, of course. So.
And of course, Count the Bucket is not just NBA. We are college as well. With the March Madness coming up, I hope we can get something together.
I can't wait.
We should have, in my opinion, during March Madness, the first 2 rounds, we should have pretty much nonstop streaming of someone talking about games going on.
Oh, yeah. And I have to I can talk about women's basketball too. So I'll probably do that by myself because I do ladies first. So I have to talk about women's basketball ladies first because actually the conference tournament for the women start the weekend of All-Star. So I'll be doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they start. The SEC starts the 3rd, which is on a Wednesday, the 3rd through the 7th. The SEC for the conference women. The men usually start a week after. Their conference tournaments start a week after. So I have to do streams for the women's conference tournament. I think I'm going to do that on ladies first. I'm going to talk about that. Then I'm probably going to have to do something on Wednesday. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it because of the StreamYard restriction, I guess. Because when I had Sportscaster, I was able to do like 3 or 4 streams a day. And I was talking about top prospects. I was talking about All-Americans and all of that. I'll probably have to do all that on ladies first. So, and then when the men's conference tournaments start, we'll talk about that because that's part of March Madness, right? Mm-hmm. And I think Caleb wants to do something with Tribaholics. I think in the group he said he wants to do something.
Okay.
Caleb did. And you said, Amber, you better be down. And I was like, yeah, of course I am. So I think I'm going to do that with Caleb, but I also want to do my own stream as well. So we're going to have to coordinate that with StreamYard and stuff. We probably have to do it on a Friday and Saturday. Mm-hmm. Sundays are not the best days for me, but I want to do something for Selection Sunday. I don't know if I'm going to have the time because of my other obligations on Sunday. But we'll work it out. We'll figure it out. We'll work it out. Guys, we'll keep you guys informed on what we're doing and what's going on.
It would be nice if we could come up with a panel after Selection Sunday is over and just be like, okay, guys, who we think is going to come out through this West, come out from the South, whatever it picks here. But we'll have to get together and see what all we can come up with on that. I mean, we need, as basketball division right now, need to be coming out with everything we can because this is prime basketball time.
Season. It is. And we want to make sure that we give you guys the content that you deserve.
Yes, ma'am. LeBron.
The ma'am LeBrons. And we want to give you guys as much content as we can, of course. The content you deserve and as much as we can are the two main goals for the NBA department, the basketball department.
I think what we need to do on our tweet is list our teams and then start a poll of who's going to win.
Okay. You put the poll out. I'll put the teams out. Well, no.
Okay. Well, we'll have to be probably one.
It'll have to be one thing. Okay. I've never done a poll on Twitter. I just tweet. I'm so simple.
Okay.
I know all you do is push poll and then type it in. But
yes.
I am so simple when it comes to Twitter.
All you should be able to do is type it out, and then when you go to poll on there, you can just do. Well, here I'll see if I can do this. What's happening? So you just give the 2 choices and type them in, and then you'll be done. But you can type up here the teams. So you can just put LeBron Mams and then list your team, and then put
KD,
smoking threes, and then we'll just put in the 2 poll part, your team, my teams, and let them vote for my team. Everyone vote my team, smoking threes, KD.
Oh, goodness. I wonder if the basketball department can do that for us.
I'm sure we could get them to do it. Maybe have to holler at Monique, see if she can figure it out. We'll get that. We'll make it. You people call my people, and we'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen. I want them to be on the Hoops Unwrapped Twitter. I think that would be great for that. And then on our individual pages, we'll put our teams on. So you'll put your team on your page. I'll put my team on my page. And then the basketball Twitter, I'm going to text Perry and see if we can get the basketball Twitter to make a poll to see who team would win.
There you go.
Team would win.
That'll work.
That'll work. All right, we have to plug in, pay our bills. I'm going to do my screen share first, so you can get your screen share ready because mine is already up.
Go ahead.
See, look what I'm doing for you, Michael. I'm helping you out here.
How is yours already up? It doesn't show the share down here.
On yours?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. When mine's up, does it show share on yours?
It shows. Mine says share at the bottom. It says mute, stop cam/mic, stop screen, share, invite, leave studio at the bottom.
Okay.
Yours doesn't say that at the bottom? No.
Let me see here. No, not any of your stuff. No. Let me pull.
Oh no,
No.
not any of my stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. I just had my stuff already pulled up, so
Okay.
I was gonna go first. All right, mybookie.ag. Now there will be some March Madness betting. Me and Jesse have talked about some March Madness betting. We're gonna try to see if we can do an unwrapped version of that, but we're not quite sure yet. But check out mybookie.ag. Use the code USN100. Double your first deposit. You can get some UFC betting in right now. You can get some boxing betting in right now. It's a lot going on. Also, RX Hemp, warm and cool therapy. Get you some. Garrett just put him some on before the show. He said he's applying some right now. Cool and warm cream, CBD cream. Be careful while using it. We got some celebrities that have been using it. It's made with all natural ingredients. So you're not putting those toxins on your body. Use the code USN RxHemp/USN to get 10% off of your entire order. I don't know if I shared that screen. Hold on. Let me share that with you guys. I'm sorry. Let me show you RX Hemp. Oops. My bad. Here's RX Hemp, guys. I was
There
scrolling through
we
the
go.
screen and it wasn't showing, and I was scrolling on my screen. Anyway, here it is, guys. Here's the website. Go check it out. Like I said, rxhemp.com. Use the code RxHemp/USN to get 10% off your entire order.
My turn.
Your turn, Michael.
All right. Well, how you can help us make money doing what we love to do. See here, make sure it pulls up. Are we on there now?
Yes, we're on. We're
Okay,
good to go.
good. Go to our patreon.com/unwrap sports and you pulls up our Patreon. We've got the membership levels. We got 3 different levels. $1 a month helps us. You can actually join our general support from that. And then also we have the Silver Star or the family package of $5 per month where you get 10% off of a Patreon code for our Unwrap Sports Teespring shop, which I will show in just a second. And also you'll get includes the benefits for our Discord where you can listen to our, well, not listen, but read our chats. We've got so many different things on our Discord going on: bets, basketball, football, baseball, wrestling. Well, not wrestling, but we have MMA, which is broken into the fights, unwrapped fights, where they even talk wrestling a little bit, but the MMA is mostly what they stick with. I'm trying to think what else. We've got music department going on in there, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a WandaVision very soon, if not
Oh my
just a movies.
goodness.
Because have you not watched it? Because it's pretty good.
No, I have not.
Well, I am disappointed in you.
I know.
Also, we have the
I know.
Unwrapped VIP, and this is $10 a month, which is you think you don't want to spend that much, but really it's $120 basically for the whole year where you can support us and the great benefits that come with it. Not only do you get the benefits from the Discord, but you actually can interact with us, give us your thoughts on different scenarios that we're talking about in sports, or just tell us who you think the better all-time player other than Michael Jordan could possibly be number 2. Also, let's see here. I'm about to forget one. We've got discuss gambling, fantasy, sports, more. It doesn't say it on there. I did that last time too. This also enters you in a chance to win a drawing that we have once a month. This month we have the Keenan Allen jersey, which Amber showed you earlier on her phone. It looks sweet. It's the retro color. I think it's the blue, the baby blue color on there. It has him sign it on his number. Next month we've already got it in the works of who we're going to get, but I don't want to share that just yet. So instantly, also, don't you get Amazon cards?
Yes.
I think you can also get an Amazon gift card. So just by paying $10, if you were, Connie always says this, which I would never do this, but I'm going to say it since it popped in my head. Connie always says for $10 in 1 month and if you were to actually win the jersey, which we just now start this, so the Patreon members are limited right now. It's a very low number at the moment because we're just kicking this off. So you have a better chance now winning this jersey. You spend $10, he always says put this on eBay, and you could sell it for easily $100, $150. Why would you ever sell the jersey? I don't know, but you can make your profit there. But it's a once in a lifetime really jersey opportunity that you can win just for paying $10. And again, it supports us so much. Now the 20% off these Patreons that you can get, you can also, let me back up just a tad bit, go over with that 20% and go to our Teespring. Trying to work through it here as I talk. That's the Patreon. Unwrapped, I think it's here. the teespring.com stores.
Yes,
I'm
there
sorry,
it is.
teespring.com/stores/unwrapped. Whew. And look at all this great merch that you can get. I'm about to buy me a pair of leggings because I would look smoking hot in those.
There you
Get our
go.
decals as well. I say that jokingly, but really, I've got a bunch of men's leggings from like these tights basically from running when I was younger outside in the cold. They are phenomenal. They fit so nice and they feel so good. Anyways, the sweatpants. Get these wonderful sweatshirts. Again, the LeBron James. That's because of Perry. We got the I think the I already miss it. I'm sorry. Yes, here's the Friends logo mimic
Mhm.
there. I
I
think
got
that's
the
pretty
sticker
sweet.
on the back of my computer.
Nice. Okay. And then here's all of our shows that we got. We got the hard count. We've got the props bros, not the property brothers. The fights unwrapped. We've got the generational Z, sports Z. The Anthony who was on earlier gave us a wave. The fourth man hoodies, which are very nice. I like the mug too. They look pretty sweet. The
Yeah,
People's XFL show. Garrett, I got it right this time.
there
And
we
of
go.
course, ladies first t-shirt. We got on down here to Saturday standouts, the backstop banter, which again I'm a co-host Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern, that is, and business casual basketball, which I think if you like basketball in the least bit, you need to check out this show. Aaron does a wonderful job on that. He has a wonderful voice. He's
Mhm.
very put together with everything he does on there, and of course keeping it blunt. While Perry really liked my smoking threes team, that's his show with Caleb. I think they go live. Is it they have two days or 2 days a week, don't they? They're kind of on there sporadically right now. Don't think they've nailed it down to what day their shows are. I'd
Well,
like for us to get a slide where all
Wednesday.
the shows were listed on there.
Yeah, Wednesday. We need to start doing that. I want to start doing that on my show too. Kind of get a
Hmm.
slide of and get of like a little network lineup with all the shows going on. I'm gonna
Hmm.
ask Perry about that so we can show you guys everybody in the line lineup. I mean the live lineup. So when we talk about their
Hmm.
product and their merch and things like that, we can tell you guys when they go on and to promote each other. I know I promote Michael because he goes on
Thank
after
you,
me,
thank
and I
you.
promote
Oh,
Aaron as
that's
well
the only
because he
reason. I promo him just because he's after
hey,
me.
promo is promo. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right.
Promo is promo. Whether it's on the back of my wall, on my T-shirt, coming out my mouth, promo is promo. You know
There we
what I
go.
mean?
There
I
we go.
promote Aaron because he goes on before me, and things like that. So I like to give a shout out to my people of Unwrap because I really appreciate you guys and all you guys' help and encouragement and everything like that, participation. All right, guys, that is it. Go vote for Team Ma'am LeBron.
Every vote counts for the smoking threes.
We're gonna get that out to you. We're gonna tweet that. I'm gonna tweet that right now because after that I'm going to take a shower and go to bed. I
Yes,
got a long
ma'am.
day tomorrow. Sundays used to be my relaxing day. Now they're just not. Any last words?
Uh-oh, are you there? Did I lose you again?
No, any last words?
Okay. Any last words? No, thanks again for having me on here. I think I'm going to be on next Saturday as well. Hopefully I
Oh
can make
yeah.
make this more of a regular seat for me. Love basketball. Love to be the official co-host, but let's talk, I guess, later.
We'll discuss that.
But
We'll let you guys
thanks.
know when it becomes official.
Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate it. Anytime I can get on a show with Amber, it's always a fun time. A lot of laughs, a lot of smiles. It's a great show. Amber, you do a wonderful job on everything you do, and I'm glad I could be a part of the show today. There's your good promo. Promo. That just sounded so good. Promo.
Promo,
There
guys.
we
That's what
go.
we're all about it unwrapped. All right, we're one big happy family. We will see you guys next week. Next week will be probably more of an all-star edition of the show. So we're gonna do an all-star edition of the show, have different things. We're gonna have different guests on the show. So it will be me and Michael, but we'll probably
Good.
have a couple more people on
Good.
just because we want to broaden our horizons with the Unwrapped Sports Network. Until next week, guys, stay safe out there. Praying for Texas. Glad Texas is trying to get back on their feet. Praying for those people in Texas. My cousin lives in Texas, and she actually avoided her apartment complex didn't lose power. So that was a
Oh
great
well. Good.
blessing.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, prayers are going out to people in Texas still to this day, and anybody else that's dealing with the snowstorm. They dealt with the snowstorm last week or 2 weeks ago. All right, guys.